He softens the blow with his signature line. Oops. Guess I'll have to put a penny in the professionalism jar. There are countless stories I could tell about Dr. Scott, but I don't have nearly enough pennies for that. In fact, Dr. Scott, it's come to our class's attention that you may be running out of space in your professionalism jar. So as a token of our appreciation, and in full anticipation of many more penny moments to come, we got you a new one, a much bigger jar. But in all seriousness, Dr. Scott, you've reminded us and you've shown us that being a great physician isn't just about what you know. You've reminded us that humility, kindness, and a willingness to laugh at the world and at ourselves can make medicine more honest and more human. In the clinic, in the classroom, in the band room playing music with you, you created an environment where people could learn, grow, and enjoy the process. That's something our class will never forget. And thank you to all the partnership faculty who've dedicated their lives to mentoring the next generation of physicians. We will no doubt face challenging moments in residency. It will be your wise, those slightly panicked voices that will echo in our minds, reminding us to think broadly, listen to our patients, and triple check the potassium. I believe our class has taken all of your lessons to heart. We've learned to support one another, to lead with compassion, and to never lose our sense of humor. To our partners, friends, and families, happy birthday, Sarah Parchinsky. We know we are annoying, but we're also very deeply grateful for all the sacrifices that you guys have made. Thank you so much. Dr. Scott, before we wrap up, it only feels right to end with one final gesture, a penny for each and every one of us. There's 60 of them in here, so. Thank you all.
Amazing. I think that was one of the best of my 10 years I've heard. I love the lessons. Mine's going to be on a little more serious note, probably, but I do really appreciate all that this class has done, and thank you for your leadership, Josh, and everybody. It's just been delightful. So, well, just a few quick remarks from me, and then Don Scott's going to give about a 45-minute reflection on that. Listen, we gathered today really here to just honor and celebrate this class of 2025. They were recognized, obviously, most of you were there on Thursday with the placing of the academic hood, which is a major milestone. Remember, as Josh said, you're, M4 one day, MD next, and taking care of patients the next minute. So a big responsibility ahead of you. You've invested so many hours to master the art and science of medicine. Really, just savor in the moment. Be so happy you've accomplished so much. You worked many, many hours, long before med school to get here, as you know. But I think the one thing I just want you to sit here and to reflect on is, you're entering a very challenging time, I guess, in healthcare. And I want you to just sit here and think, and I think Don's going to touch on some of this too, is what can you do to make a meaningful impact as you enter this profession? I've got one thing that I think that you really need to focus on, and Josh referenced some of this, is how do you keep the principles of humanism and humanism in medicine, which is the keys of your entire career, which is keeping the patient at your focus. No matter what you do, that's where your guiding light is. What is best for the patient? Every day when I have a decision, it's what is best for our students, right? Yours is what's best for the patient. And when I've been a practicing physician, it's the same. But you're entering a time when there's so many things working against humanism in medicine, right? So many things. And people in the audience, your experiences yourself as you go to your own healthcare providers, but we've fragmented the patient experience. Less time with the patients, the days of 30-minute visits with your patient are probably over. You're lucky if you have 8 or 10 minutes. How do you do that? There's such an influence negatively in the business and finance of medicine and, health insurance. Medicaid expansion, it goes on and on. You know, how do you get everyone access to care? Then the other thing is technology. I didn't have an electronic medical record when I was in residency and early in practice. So you really engage with the patient more. So you have to manage the technology that's required, by the way. So that someone actually studied this and said, well, you know, what can doctors do in your own personal way so that you keep the humanism in medicine? And there were 5 habits identified. They interviewed thousands of doctors, those that had been Gold Humanism and AOA, every other doctor, and they came up with 5 things that will, I think, keep that part, but also keep you from the burnout that you're going to likely experience. So the first is seeking connection with your patients. That is the most amazing privilege that you have. You're going to hear things that no one else has heard. You're going to keep those sacred, but that's a privilege that you have. But you want to connect with the patient. That's what it's all about. That's what keeps you going. I think you need to role model humanism. That was another thing. So if you're seeing it not happening around you, you're going to see a lot of people that are like, wow, that family meeting didn't go so well. How would you do it better the next time? I think self-reflection is critical. I think every day I go home, I know it's not far now because I live in Normal Town, but you know, when you're on a drive or in the car, what went well that day? What went well with the patient? What didn't? Did I inflame that patient? Did they attack me? Because it will be a challenging environment. Work-life balance, cannot stress this enough. You are going to work many hours, but you have to take care of it. You've got to do self-care. And I hope through our faculty and Dr. Snap and Bassett and everybody, you've got to balance, because you are no good to your patients if you're not grounded and good yourself. And that's physical as well as mental. And then I think the last one this study found was practicing mindfulness in your own spiritual practices, whatever those are. Those are the 5 things that they said could do that. So the humanistic qualities of medicine, communication, listening, empathy, these absolutely remain essential so that you foster a strong physician-patient relationship. When people come to see you, they have one thing: what is wrong with me? And it is going down the path of worst. That lump is cancer. This mole is melanoma. Do you see? They're already down the rabbit hole, most of them, because they don't come to see you unless they have anxiety. You're there to reassure them, put their mind at ease. But, you know, waiting 5 days to get a CAT scan result back when they thought they had a brain tumor, when you had it on Friday afternoon, a 15-second call to say, I got that scan and it's normal. If your problems continue, come back and see me. But that lowers the temperature. That's what makes you. You've got to remember the power of your words. When you're wearing the longer white coat and the shorter one, you have a lot of power in those words. They can change the whole direction of that relationship with that patient in a matter of 15 seconds. The power of human touch, putting your arm there, getting down there with them, your kindness, the curiosity, all of this, the power of your connection is what heals most of the time. If you just look at antidepressants, and I know we have quite a few psychiatrists, placebo effects almost 50%. That means if I give you a sugar pill, half of you get better. Why is that important? Because it's the belief in the doctor and that connection that many times is getting them better. You know what I'm saying? So remember, they're looking up to you. So I'll just end with this. So wherever your residency training leaves, we want you to come back, right? Want you to come back to Georgia. But I want you to wear that new longer white coat with pride and privilege, but also with humility. I heard Josh say that. Significant moments, you will fail, you will make mistakes, learn from them. Get help, ask questions. Listen attentively, compassionately to the patient you care for. And remember, what defines you as a physician and you're a future caretaker is not the white coat, right? It's not the white coat. It's the qualities you have and give to those patients, the compassion, the discipline, altruism, your intelligence, everything that makes you. So anyway, just want to end with that. You guys got this. But remember, everyone's out there looking after you, and we're here, all of us, at any time to call, lean on each other, throw the phones away. When you're feeling down, call someone, talk to someone, because you will have amazing joyful moments, but you will have dark days when you've admitted, well, in the old days we could admit 20 and there wasn't a cap. And you'd go, I remember going into the call room on CCU, admitting 14, and they called from the air and said there were 5 more. And I had to go to the call room and have a meltdown and call the fellow. We didn't have senior residents in-house then, and said, Randy, you've got to get in here. And he heard me crying. I said, just tell me which ones need to come in and which go home, because I was like dealing with the ICU, the ER, and the entire floor of patients as a single intern in July. All right, so you've got to get help and look to your nurses. So anyway, congratulations, you guys. You're going to make us proud. It'll be fine. They have a senior resident with you now, don't worry. But that wasn't the rule then. Now you have to have someone older than you actually on day one of residency, so it'll be okay. Listen, anyway, I'm going to pause there, and I'm going to bring up who you guys have learned to love is our, esteemed Dr. Scott. So Dr. Scott, an associate professor, just got promoted, will be a full professor here in July. Don serves as Director of Education in Geriatric Medicine and Medical Director actually at the Cognitive Aging Research and Education Center that's in a partnership over there at the College of Public Health. He got his MD degree from the University of Chicago and did his internal medicine at University of Rochester, where he also served as chief medical resident. He completed his geriatric fellowship and Master of Health Sciences at the Johns Hopkins. His academic career has been devoted entirely to medical education. He's the recipient of numerous teaching awards and has practiced geriatric medicine for over 25 years. He's been with this campus for most of the time that we've been open and teaches across all 4 years of the curriculum. So he's going to share some words of wisdom before we get to present every one of you to everybody. So Don, come on up.
Well, okay. Josh, I'm deeply humbled by those remarks, and you're a hell of a drummer, and I'm going to miss you, man. So I woke up this morning, and I saw the rain. And I called up Dean Nuss, and I said, Dean Nuss, could you please do something about this weather? But I suppose even changing the weather is above the powers of a dean of a medical school. So I appreciate you certainly all coming out in the rain. And a nice, cool, rainy day can be beautiful. But I must tell you that I was almost not able to be with you here today. My wife and I, Karen, have a habit of having a sort of Scrabble date night. And so last night we were playing Scrabble. We usually have a little piece in with our Scrabble game. And we didn't finish it, so we left all the tiles out. And this morning we woke up and the tiles were gone. And our dog Ringo was whining. Yeah. And so we took him right to the emergency vet at UGA. And I thought, you know what? My dog is so important. I love you guys, but I love my dog so much too that maybe I should stay at the emergency room with him. But Karen said, no, please go ahead, go give your speech, and I'll update you. And she called me not long ago, and the vet said, there's no word yet. Yeah, that's the only joke I know, but it's a pretty good one. So, Dean Nuss, fellow faculty, partnership, staff, family, and friends, and most importantly, the partnership class of 2025. So, I really feel incredibly privileged that you all asked me to speak to you today on this day of dates. This is the greatest honor of my professional life as a medical educator that you asked me to give this commencement address, and it's deeply moving for me. So to begin, let me assure you of 2 things. 1, ChatGPT did not write this speech. And 2, I looked, but could not find a D7 or CP5 here to help me out, and that's an inside joke. So it's been a minute since I sat where you are now, but I still have many memories from my own med school graduation. I remember being handed my diploma. I remember the tears of joy on my mother's face. I remember being excited but having some apprehension about starting my residency in a new city. But what I have absolutely no memory of at all is who the commencement speaker was. So this commencement speech may not be memorable. I'll at least try to make it brief. My new physician colleagues, welcome to the top of another mountain that you have climbed. For the rest of your lives, you will always have this day to look back on with a great sense of accomplishment and pride. You joined 26,000 other medical school graduates this year, and you're now the newest members of a 2,000-year-old profession. You are now a physician, and if done well with excellence, humanism, and humility, what could make for more meaning in a life? So congratulations not only to you, but of course also to all those who have loved and supported you, who do love and support you, because this is their day too. And let me also say, tomorrow is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. What could be a greater Mother's Day present than this day? And in little more than a month, it's time to climb another mountain, Mount Residency. And forget about that imposter syndrome. I had it, I know you may have it, but you are ready. Residence will be hard at times, and yes, you'll be exhausted sometimes by the hours, and you can also be exhausted by the responsibility you carry and the suffering that you will witness. But you will also have many unforgettable moments of joy and reward when you know what a difference you have made in people's lives. You will help make sick people well. Think about that. You may not think you can do it, but you can. You will see the greatest examples of love and caring between patients and their families. And when they thank you, and when you see the gratitude in their eyes, what could give you more joy and reward than that? And remember this, the healthy way through a residency in a medical career, not only for you, but also for your patients, is remembering it's not all on you. You will have your resident colleagues, nurses, hospital staff, your attendings, and of course your family who are there for you. As Srish said on Thursday, we are in this together. Don't forget that. You have heard these things many times, but once in your residency, you may be afraid you will be thought less of if you ask for help. If you say, I don't know what to do, or you say, I'm feeling depressed, but just the opposite, it's true. Remember, when you become senior residents and attendings, and yes, you will, remember your duty to be a good teacher and coach, and to offer help and to welcome the questions. Now, when you started medical school, the world had been turned upside down by the COVID pandemic. But somehow, you managed to adapt through conditions that were as difficult as we have seen in medical education in a very long time. Now, through the wonder of science, and yes, science is still a good thing, the pandemic has abated, and you have triumphed. But in speaking to you today in this place and time, I would be remiss if I did not mention that our profession faces serious challenges. Today, there are serious challenges to the health of our research institutions and to the field of public health. Today on the CDC website, there are only 900 cases of measles in this country in 30 states, and 3 children have died. So, what are we to do? What are you to do? So first, you're going to redouble your focus on learning how to become a good physician now in the field that you have chosen. And as you do that, you can build a relationship with one patient, one family at a time. A relationship that is built on trust, and trust is the key. Your patients and their families will trust you if You know your stuff and you are humble. If you are skillful and an empathic communicator, if you listen, if you are kind, if you are genuine, and if your patients and families feel heard and understand and feel understood. If you do this, it'll shape the way your patients and their families talk about doctors and medicine, and this will have a ripple effect in their families and communities. Each patient you touch is a potential ambassador for our profession. Second, and especially now, you must be an advocate and a champion for our professional values. The voice you now have as a physician is a respected and a powerful one. See if you remember these statements. We pledge to advocate for underserved populations and to always go beyond the borders of the clinical setting to serve the greater community, remembering that we too are members of this community. We pledge to not be silenced or stilled to inaction by self-doubt or fear. Any fact finders remember where that's from? So this is the class oath that you wrote as first-year medical students. It's part of that class oath. You recited it at your white coat ceremony. There are wise words, especially now, and I hope you will read that oath before you start your residency and rededicate yourself to the oath. So I've sometimes been asked, now that I sat in your seat 33 years ago, so I'm kind of in the twilight of my career now, but I've often been asked, if you had to do it over again, would you become a doctor? Now, keeping in mind, as you all know, that I could have been a rock star god. My answer is, of course, I would. So despite all the sacrifice and tribulations of being a physician in our healthcare system, I've been able to serve something much greater than myself, and that includes being a medical educator and having the chance to help make physicians out of incredible people like you. And I ask you to remember your duty to pay it forward by also teaching others. So in closing, as I look out at all of your faces and those of the people who have supported you, including our faculty, who I am honored to call my colleagues, and also especially to our community faculty, without whom we would not have a medical school. I am greatly honored and have great hope for the future of our profession. A profession based in science, clinical skill, and humanism. Knowing what you will do with your lives one by one is the validation of everything that we do at the Medical Partnership, soon to be the UGA School of Medicine. Let me conclude with a quote from Nelson Mandela, one of the most brave and courageous leaders and greatest champions for justice in the 20th century. This quote is about leadership, advocacy, and courage. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful. It is our light, not our darkness, that most challenges us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened in shrinking so that other people around you will not feel insecure. We are all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give permission to other people to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. So congratulations once again, class of 2025. And when your training is finished, we want you back in Georgia. We need you and we will miss you. So come home, and the Partnership Campus will always be your professional home. I love you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Scott. You're hearing a lot of the same themes I see here. So, well, listen, this is the really fun, cool time of the program now. So we're going to recognize each individual student here that's leading the campus on this class of 2025. I want to bring Dr. Scott Richardson, who's Associate Dean of Academic Success and Interim Student Affairs, Dane Lynn Ramsey, who's Director of Academic Success They will individually present the class of 2025. And then as you come across the stage, we have a gift for each student, and then pause there with that, and we'll get a picture of you with our professional photographer. So I'm going to turn it over to Scott.
Wait to make our Hi. All right, let's begin. Nabil Ahmed is from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Dr. Ahmed will complete his residency in internal medicine at Emory University School of Medicine.
Sergio Alcantar is from Warner Robins, Georgia. Dr. Alcantar will complete his residency in orthopedic surgery at George Washington University in Washington, D.C.
Brandon Anderson is from Savannah, Georgia. Dr. Anderson will complete his residency in anatomic and clinical pathology at University of Utah Health.
Joseph Cleland is from Sylvester, Georgia. Dr. Cleland will complete his residency at the University of Maryland Medical Center in psychiatry.
Samuel Coppola is from Savannah, Georgia. Dr. Coppola completed his residency in internal medicine at Tulane University School of Medicine.
Denise Daniels is unable to attend today, but Dr. Daniels will complete a residency at the NYU Grossman School of Medicine in Pathology.
Lori Tomonaco is from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. Dr. Tomonaco will be doing research and spending personal time with her family.
Marisol Esquinuela is from Gainesville, Georgia. Dr. Esquinuela will complete a residency at the Northeast Georgia Medical Center in emergency medicine.
Will Evans is from Peachtree City, Georgia. Dr. Evans will complete his residency in internal medicine at Vanderbilt University Medical Center.
Shireen Farouk is from Waycross, Georgia. Dr. Farouk will complete a residency at the University of Alabama Medical Center, Birmingham, in internal medicine. For those who don't know, that's the home of Dr. Tinsley Harrison, the author of Harrison's Textbook.
Oh, like that's interesting. Kate Forensic is from Savannah, Georgia. Dr. Forensic will complete her residency in internal medicine at Yale New Haven Hospital.
David Filston is from Thomasville, Georgia. Dr. Filston will complete his residency at the University of Virginia in internal medicine.
Christine Go is from Marietta, Georgia. Dr. Go will complete her residency in general surgery at Indiana University School of Medicine.
Fallon Hassett is from Phoenix, Arizona. Dr. Hassett will complete her residency at Duke University Medical Center in psychiatry.
Tucker Hickox is from Lake Burton, Georgia. Dr. Hickox will complete his residency in oral family medicine at Duke University Medical Center.
Molly Hirsch is from Atlanta, Georgia. Dr. Hirsch will complete her residency in internal medicine at the University of Texas at Austin Dell Medical School.
Elizabeth Huang is from Peachtree Corners, Georgia. Dr. Huang will complete her residency in family medicine at Lancaster General Hospital.
Chandler Johnson is from Rome, Georgia. Dr. Johnson will complete a transitional year of residency at Advent Health Redmond, followed by a dermatology residency at the University of South Florida, Orsani College of Medicine in Tampa.
Ashley Johnston is from Cumming, Georgia. Dr. Johnston will complete her residency in otolaryngology at Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center.
Thomas Johnston is from Gainesville, Georgia. Mr. Dr. Johnston completed his residency at Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center in orthopedic surgery.
Nia Khalifa is from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Khalifa residency in family medicine at Inova Fairfax Hospital.
Jackson Kelly is from Gainesville, Georgia. Dr. Kelly will complete his residency in pediatrics at the Cincinnati Children's Hospital Medical Center.
Philip Lone is from Warner Robins, Georgia. Dr. Lone will begin his residency in preliminary surgery at Vanderbilt University Medical Center.
Mitchell Lomas is from St. Mary's, Georgia. Dr. Lomas will complete his residency at the Medical College of Georgia in orthopedic surgery.
Isabella Lopez is from Atlanta, Georgia. Dr. Lopez will complete her residency in internal medicine at the University of Miami at Holy Cross Hospital.
Davita Manyam is from Johns Creek, Georgia. Dr. Manyam will complete her residency at the Medical College of Georgia in obstetrics and gynecology.
That's flying me.
Jordan Mixon is from Baytown, Texas. Dr. Mixon will complete her residency in obstetrics and gynecology at the University of Texas Medical Branch in Galveston.
Robert Moody is from Hiawassee, Georgia. As you've already heard, Dr. Moody is pursuing a career in urology, which he'll do his residency at the University of Tennessee in Memphis.
Miles Morgan is from Roswell, Georgia. Dr. Morgan will complete his residency in psychiatry at Pennsylvania State Hershey Medical Center.
Kelly Parchinsky is from St. Mary's, Georgia. Dr. Parchinsky will complete her residency at Duke University Medical Center in internal medicine.
Taylor Pigg is from Cumming, Georgia. Dr. Pigg will begin her residency in preliminary surgery at UMass Chan Bay State campus.
Eric Rosas is from Blue Ridge, Georgia. Dr. Rosas will complete his residency at the University of North Carolina Hospitals. First year will be internal medicine, and then he'll move on to ophthalmology residency starting in his second year.
Elizabeth Roth is from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Dr. Roth will complete her residency in internal medicine at Emory University School of Medicine.
Laura Rush. Dr. Rush will complete her residency in obstetrics and gynecology at the Tufts New England Medical Center. And for those who don't know, that's the other medical school in Boston.
Ferris Sabir is from Greenville, South Carolina. Dr. Sabir will complete his residency in psychiatry at Emory University School of Medicine.
Eric Santana is from Atlanta, Georgia. Dr. Santana will complete his residency in internal medicine at Emory University.
Sachi Shastri is from Eatonton, Georgia. Dr. Shastri will complete her residency in psychiatry at the University of Maryland Medical School.
Now, you've already met Dr. Joshua Sire, so just to fill you in, he's from Greensboro, North Carolina, and he will complete his residency in internal medicine at Duke University Medical Center.
Suresh Sridhar is from Baldwin, Missouri. Dr. Sridhar will complete his residency in psychiatry at the Medical University of South Carolina.
Keisa Stone is from Washougal, Washington. Dr. Stone was unable to attend today, but will complete her residency in emergency medicine at the Vanderbilt University Medical Center.
Catherine Street is from Woodstock, Georgia. Dr. Street will complete her residency in anesthesiology at the University of North Carolina.
Justin Swaby is from Duluth, Georgia. Dr. Swaby will complete his residency in anesthesiology at the Emory University School of Medicine in Atlanta.
Muriel Thacker, unfortunately, wasn't able to be here today. She's from Duluth, Georgia, and she will complete her residency in internal medicine at Morehouse School of Medicine.
Kira Urquhart Astor is from Suwanee, Georgia. Dr. Foster will complete her residency in general surgery at the Johns Hopkins University.
Shane Vajan is from Columbus, Georgia. Dr. Vajan will complete his residency in interventional radiology at Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center.
Last but by no means least, Dakota Wheeler is from Thomaston, Georgia. Dr. Wheeler will complete his residency in pathology at the University of Maryland Medical Center, also in Baltimore.
We have one more. Amanda Yao is from Atlanta, Georgia. She was unfortunately not able to be here today. Dr. Yao will complete her residency in internal medicine at the University of Texas Southwestern Medical School in Dallas. Congratulations, class of 2025. Let's give everybody a wonderful hand.
Thank you, Scott and Dan. It was wonderful. This is just so special, and cherish this moment. You will remember it forever. So, well, listen, I would like to introduce Dr. Richardson again, Scott, to come up to just present a Community Service Award that's coming from the class of 25. Scott, you want to come up?
Thank you and good morning. For those who are counting, this year I will end with 50. Yes. I'm here to present the Amarachi Anukam Professionalism and Service Award. Dear students of the class of 2025, as I look upon you this morning, I reflect on how much you know, and yet also on how much growth lies ahead of you as you develop your full potential. As I do this, I have an agreeable sensation of swelling in my chest due to a strong and almost parental sense of pride in each of you. As it happens, I've had this swelling sensation every year since we've held this graduation celebration starting in 2014, including the year 2019. That year, Dr. Amarachi Anukam walked across this very stage, bursting with pride for her accomplishments, brimming with potential for her future. While she was here at the partnership, Amarachi had a tremendous positive influence as a member of the Student Government Association. She was one of our student ambassadors. She also made substantial impact in the communities we serve. She volunteered as a clinician and manager at our local community clinic for the underserved community, as well as through fundraising and service events. Despite life's many burdens, Amarachi was cheerful in the face of adversity and genuinely devoted to serving others. Later that year, that swelling sensation returned with more discomfort, for we learned that Amarachi had passed away during her first year residency. Our hearts, still troubled, but go out to her family, her loved ones, and her partnership family as we live with her loss and keep her memory alive. To honor her, we've created an annual award in her name. The graduating senior medical students vote each year to select one of their peers who exemplifies professionalism, humanism, and advocacy for underserved patients and communities. Award recipients receive a certificate, and their names are added to the perennial plaque that's displayed in Winnie Davis Hall, our administrative buildings. This year, It is my honor to announce that the Dr. Amarachi Adokam Award for Professionalism and Service goes to Dr. Tucker Hickox.
That's not happy.
We have one more award to give before we do the Hippocratic Oath, and every year the graduating class selects who they think was the Educator of the Year, and so they place their votes, and I just want to say that this person is relatively new to the partnership, but certainly not new to the practice of medicine, and I want to just have Dr. Kurt Horst please stand up and be recognized for the Educator. On holding with the tradition of new physicians, it's time to recite together the Hippocratic Oath. I'm going to ask our esteemed Dr. Carrie Kelly to join me on stage, and she is going to be leading the Hippocratic Oath. Dr. Kelly, on Thursday, was recognized with the Leonard Tao Humanism in Medicine Award at the Hooding. Congratulations, Dr. Kelly, and it's been tradition here recently that she will lead you in the oath, so I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Kelly. Yes. No.
Make sure Dr. Nuss has hers too. Okay, would all the students please rise to recite together the modern version of the Hippocratic Oath? And all physicians in the audience are invited to stand and renew their oath as well. And the oath can be found in your programs. So please don't repeat after me. Please recite with me. Here we go. I swear to uphold, to the best of my ability and judgment, this covenant. I will respect the hard-won scientific gains of those physicians in whose steps I walk, and gladly share such knowledge as is mine with those who are tolerant. I will apply, for the benefit of the sick, all measures that are required, avoiding those sling traps by which to bend and therapeutic nihilism. I will remember that there is art in this freedom, as well as science, and that warmth, sympathy, and understanding may outweigh the surgeon's knife or the chemist's drug. I will not be ashamed to say I know not, nor will I fail to call in my colleagues when the skills of another are needed for a patient's recovery. I will respect the privacy of my patients where their problems are not disclosed to me through all they have. Those especially must I tread with care in matters of life and death. If it is given to me to save the life of all things, but it may also be within my power to take a life. This costly responsibility must be faced with great humbleness and awareness of my own frailty. I will remember that I do not treat a fever chart, cancerous growth, but a sick human being whose illness may affect the person's family and economic stability. My responsibility includes to fix related problems if I am to care adequately for the sick. I will prevent disease whenever I can, for prevention is preferable to cure. I will remember that I remain a member of society with special obligations to all my fellow human beings, though sound of mind and body, as well as the infirm. If I do not violate this oath, may I enjoy life and art, respected while I live, and remembered with affection and gratitude. May I always act so as to preserve the finest traditions of my calling, and may I long experience the joy of healing those who seek my help. Congratulations.
We've got about another hour to go. Listen, we've reached the end of the ceremony and the celebration, and just so happy. And you know, as I was watching everyone come across, just so pleased to hear the word doctor. I'm sure your parents are too in front of your name. But listen, you've got a big responsibility. It's going to be a long, amazing career, the privilege that you have before you. But you're just going to hit it out of the park, and you have the skills. You've got it. And you will run circles around the other interns that are by your side, because you always do. I mean, you guys, all the way we teach you through the faculty, the active learning, the engagement in this process will make you think through in a way that other people around you want. So just keep those things to heart when you're out there. You've got this, all right? You've got this. So, well, listen, we're going to play some music here as we go out, but I want to welcome everybody outside to a brief reception. You can also make your way out because it gets a little crowded, but thank you all for coming. Happy Mother's Day to those of you out there. And I'm going to lead the recessional out. The students flow first after the stage party, and then the faculty last. But again, thank you all so much, and come back to Georgia and visit with us. Thank you, guys.